Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 10 alternatives review. Alright, so this should be coming in as number 10, the 11th overall video, but the playlist does have an opening video. We will be going back to Amarillo Snuff Company for this one. The can is partially cracked. The reason for that is because I just lost my video feed a minute ago, 6 minutes into the review, and I was opening up the can when it went. So this is vanilla. All right, from the part that I cracked on the can, if I can find it, it actually sort of smells like vanilla. Now I have done one of these before. All right, somewhere earlier on this playlist, it'll be like the fourth or fifth review, was the original from Amarillo. There have been a couple changes I have heard and can see since then. The first one is this can seems to be in an actual black can. If you look back at their original review, the can was almost translucent. It was very dark, but it was almost like really heavily tinted auto glass. Like you could see through it. You could see light through it and whatnot. It was very heavily tinted, but this one is, it's a fairly generic black plastic can. The other thing I have heard is that they have a new improved cut. Not that I had so much of a big deal with the cut. It wasn't a great cut when I did the original. Sorry. It was just really fine cut. The stuff was really fine cut. And I had heard that the stuff was cut like actual snuff or fine cut. So it wasn't a great cut, but I was sort of expecting that. So this product is from a company in Amarillo, Texas. In the gas stations, I believe, in Amarillo, this is actually available, which is why it has a barcode. But otherwise, you have to go to their website. So let's take a look at the sticker. Besides the Outlaw and the Black Buffalo, all of these alternatives are in all plastic cans. It's just, the Outlaw, they're pretty nice metal lids. So was the Black Buffalo. The product inside was a different story. But as in general, all plastic, that's not really a big deal to me when it comes to this stuff. It's a sticker there that you're looking at. It says that it's non-tobacco snuff with full strength nicotine. It has the Amarillo Snuff Company name. It almost looks like cowhide that's been branded, or that's what they're going for. Vanilla is pretty up front right there. On the back, it's just plain. That would be a made on date, I'm guessing, which is 02/24. So I'm guessing it's the 24th of February this year. I am guessing by most company standards, definitely larger, like U.S. smokeless standards, this is considered pretty small batch. Thus, I think I got this in the first week of March, but that doesn't surprise me that it was made that close to the time that I got it. Let me put it that way. On the side, you have company branding and it's full nicotine. The company does have full nicotine, half nicotine, and no nicotine products. Barcode that I went over. A nicotine disclaimer, and then back around to the company branding. So the disclaimer is that this product contains nicotine, which may be addictive. Thought we already had consensus on that, but I digress. No sales to anyone under 18. Which brings up the point, their website, which is where anybody outside of actual Amarillo, Texas is going to have to go. The website is 21 and over. So for the complete disclaimer, visit AmarilloSnuff.com. And that is their website, AmarilloSnuff.com. So it's pretty plain Jane, simple packaging. But you know what? It's all right. It's all right. Now, I have been told they have a improved cut. That said, I'm not, holding... I'm going to have to do this left-handed again, sorry. I'm not holding my breath. But I'll tell you what, the original, it was not like a natural, like salty like a natural, but it was a pleasant enough product smell and taste-wise. It had this, there we go. It had a very like cocoa aspect to it, not chocolate, like cocoa powder. In smell, somewhat. Definitely in taste, it was very mellow. There was nothing like, oh, wow, this is a little bit too much. The nicotine was there, but it wasn't anything. I didn't get jittery over it or anything like that. So let's open this up. If I got it open. I got part of it open, but I already knew that. Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, it smells really good. Like, it smells really good. It smells like, it's vanilla. It smells like vanilla cake. Like cake batter. That's what it smells like. Like, literally. I'm trying to get you out. It does have a slippery feel to it. And I am probably... Whoa. Yeah, the cut's longer. It's definitely a longer cut. It's got a slippery feel to it, and... like... it's not pinching that great because of that. It's whatever Dirty Pat Washer always writes in my comments section, what the ingredient is that does that. The company, since my first review, has done a... has said on the website as to what this is made out of. When I did the original review, I don't believe that was on the website, or I had missed it. It is corn silk. But that's not what's making this slippery. Now, as far as the cut goes, I tell you what, it's hard to pinch, but nothing worse than you'd be dealing with Longhorn, let me put it that way. But it actually looks like dip. Like when you get get it in the light strands and whatnot, it actually looks like Copenhagen long cut. Let me throw this in and then I'll hit the pause button. Wow, I'm having a hard time though pinching it. What the? It's moist enough. I'll be back in a moment. And I am back. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to say that I'm switching over to this. I'm not. It is not my Stoker's. It never could be, I don't think. But as far as an alternative goes, and from a company that really not too many people know about this company. I mean, I've seen it mentioned over on Reddit. I've mentioned it before. But people should know about this company. This is, in my mind, an alternative. Like, this could be an alternative for somebody. And I'll tell you why. The number one, at least looking at it in the hand and in the can, it actually sort of looks like dip. It looks like dip, and Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. No, I sort of just clumped it. I just sort of put my thumb right in there. It looks like that. It does leave a little bit of an odd black staining of the fingers, which is a little bit goofy, but flavor-wise of this, it's vanilla. It's real laid back. It's a real laid back, mellow vanilla flavor. I moved it around the side. I'm getting some floaters, nothing crazy. It's a legitimate alternative in my mind. As I said, I am not going to switch over to this, but the cut, at least looking at it in the can, and when you pinch it, doesn't pinch that great. But I'm not going to. It's not really worse than like a Longhorn product. Let me put it that way. The taste is good. It's real mellow. It doesn't come across as in your face as the smell. Although that said, I think I was taken a little bit by surprise by the smell, so it was the first thing that sort of hit me. Nicotine's there, but it's not like crazy. I'm not feeling jittery or anything like that. I did take a couple minutes during the break, so I've had it in now for at least 5 minutes. So visually, it actually looks like dip. It literally looks like dip, and when you smell it, you don't get any weird mint in the background, like the companies that use mint leaves. So that works for me. Pinching isn't that great, but whatever. It's better than. It is an improved cut. It's better pinching than when I did the original. Let me put it that way. It's holding fairly well together in the mouth. It sort of has that slippery feel like it does with the pinching. It's whatever that additive is, ingredient that Dirty Pat Walsh always talks about in the comments section. And I always say, I got to note that. And then I don't. That's how I roll. Nicotine's there. It looks like dip. It's staying fairly well formed in the mouth. There's some floaters, but as I said, as far as pinching and in the mouth goes, floaters, it's nothing that you're not going to deal with like Longhorn, which is a bottom tier product, but one that I think is legitimate. Like, there's nothing sketchy about it. I don't think there's anything sketchy about this either. The staining of the fingers is a little goofy, and the spit looks a little weird. It's sort of like translucent black like the cans used to be. But, whatever. It's pleasant. There's nothing goofy like... They say this is straight, but it tastes like straight on top of mint. There's nothing odd and goofy like that. The cut is manageable. The packaging is plain, but, again, the other thing about this, now, for guys that have high nicotine tolerance, all right, or higher nicotine tolerance, the last review I did, which was the second Outlaw product, that was a pretty good product. The flavor was an improvement over the one I had done before. It just had too much nicotine for me. Like, way too much nicotine. The Outlaw product didn't look like dip. Not through any fault. What they were trying to make it look like was the old Outlaw tobacco and Tough Guy tobacco lines. And it does look like those, but those didn't look like dip. So, this looks like dip. The flavor's mellow but good. See, Skull Vanilla was before my time, so I never had that. All I've had vanilla-wise is the Tough Guy, and there were problems by the time I had tried that where the flavor would go neutral. I'm having a little problem now. But even with the problem, like when it comes up over onto my tongue, it just tastes better. So is that a problem? I don't know. yeah, definitely having problems now. But this might be one of those things that might be better just to leave it up front. All in all, though, the other upside to this, price. Okay? Now, you do pay shipping and handling, but this stuff is $4.50 a can. All right? The Outlaw line is, I think it's on like perpetual sale, but it's $5.99. It's $6 a can. This is $1.50 a can cheaper. There are 4 flavors. The original that I have already reviewed, this vanilla, which is really good. There is a lemon zest, which I will tease. That will be next week's alternative review. And then there's a wintergreen that I have not had yet. This stuff tastes good enough that, like, when it comes over my teeth, I'm tempted just to swallow it. I'm not going to, but... So all in all around, I mean, if you're really looking for an alternative, and that's part of the reason why this stuff is priced up higher, Outlaw stuff is priced up higher, because they know, or they should know, that people that are really looking for an alternative to dipping tobacco are willing to pay for it. Okay? And if you're one of those people, then $4.50 is fairly reasonable, I would imagine. And this stuff, I'll be interested to see how the lemon zest is. This is very mellow, but it tastes good. All right? It looks like dip. It's a little hard on the pinching and holding together. Maybe I shouldn't have moved it around the side. And it spits a little weird. I'm spitting because I don't really want to be swallowing byproduct that has nicotine in it because it's 1:30 in the morning and I don't think I need to do that right now. But you really should check them out. Again, it's AmarilloSnuff.com. There are 4 flavors of vanilla, the original, which is sort of cocoa powder-ish, lemon zest, which I will be reviewing next week, and then a wintergreen, which I have not even gotten a can of yet, but I'm sure I will at some point. The nicotine in this I find satisfying. At the same time, it's nothing too much. I'm not feeling jittery or anything like that. Amarillo Snuff Company's vanilla. Looks like dip. Tastes and smells like vanilla cake batter. A little bit hard to hold and control in the mouth if you put it around the side, but although that's lacking and the pinching's lacking, it actually looks like dip and sort of feels like dip. It just feels like a dip that doesn't have the best cut, basically. All right. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. Do take care of yourselves. I will be doing a PSA tonight, I think. I will see you then. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.